Okay, good afternoon. In last lecture, we have already started uh, electrical. What is Shubham Sate? Why you are writing your roll number in chat box?
सर ते मेल आय डी ला आहे ना रोल नंबर नाही टाईप केला सर मी त्यामुळं चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये हे केलंय.
Okay. When I ask you, all of you, to write your roll number at right, Marathi.
सर मेल आय डीचा पासवर्ड नाही माहित त्यामुळे अपडेट नाही केला सर त्यामुळं चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये गेलं.
Okay. Already we have started with the electric discharge machining. That will be electrical energy based system, where we will discuss about the working principle, introduction, this relaxation circuit, how spark generation it will be takes place, the working principle of this EDM. Then we will start with the second part, that is the EDM system. In EDM system, we will start with the system diagram, that is the EDM machining. What are the different major element of this EDM system? That is the power supply, dielectric system, servo system, tool, or it may be called as the electrode and workpiece. Then we will discuss about the dielectric system we have covered in last lecture. Certain methods, those are used for the flushing of a dielectric fluid. Which one is efficient? We will discuss. Also, we will start with the electrodes. Whatever the electrode, it will act as a one kind of a tool, form shape tool, that will provide the electrical energy to the work material in order to remove the material from the workpiece. And such kind of the electrode, these are having certain good desirable properties like machinability, wear rate, and electrical conductivity and its survivability. There are different materials, those are used for the electrodes like graphite, copper, silver, tungsten, copper tungsten, aluminum, cast aluminum, and copper boron. Now, in this lecture, we will now discuss about the electrode shape degeneration, because due to prolonged use of the electrode while EDM processing, there will be possibility of a wearing of this electrode shape due to unequal degeneration of the geometrical form of the tool. It will affect the material removal rate in case of electric discharge machinery. Deterioration in electrode shape cannot be compensated by overfeeding the throwing electrode, overfeeding the roughing electrode. Whatever the shape, it will be deteriorate of the electrode. That shape cannot be compensated by roughly overfeeding of the electrode in a workpiece. Such kind of electrode, they require higher allowance of finishing, and that whatever the wear of this electrode or tool is to be carried out by the prolonged operation in a electric discharge machining, that will be measured or quantified by certain terminology called as a wear ratio, and that wear ratio, it must be vary within a range of 0.05 as to 1 to the 100 as to 1. That will be major aspect while you are covering regarding the electrode. As far as tool wear is to be concerned in electrode discharge machining process, observe this diagram. This will be the tool. This dotted line, it will show the initial shape, and this line now it will show the after wear, the shape of the tool. And this is a form shaped tool. That form, it will be produced on the workpiece up to a certain depth, that will be denoted by machinery depth by capital D. Then This will show the final shape. This will show the initial shape. These are the corner edges. It will show the corner where LC. It will be denoted by LC. If you are observing this point, this will show the sides. So side where it will be shown. If you are observing this end point and this end point, it will be shown the end where LE. Likewise, corner wear ratio, it will be represented D oblique LC. What is the D? D is the machine depth. And what is the LC? LC is the corner wear. Likewise, side wear, end wear, right? Volume wear ratio, right? That will be shown over here. VW. VW is the volume of a workpiece removed. And V is the volume of a electrode consumed. That will be shown. And that will be calculated. You have to draw this tool wear diagram in case of EDM tool wear. Draw this diagram, write down this notification, take a sufficient time to draw this diagram. Or now what is the electrode wear? In case of electrode used in electric discharge machining, in order to determine the tool wear of this electrode, the melting point is a very important parameter. The electrode wear ratio, it will be expressed as a end wear, side wear, corner wear, and volume wear. In case of no wear EDM, then there will be a electrode to workpiece wear ratio, which is a near about 1% or less. Whatever the electrode wear, it will be happen. It will be depends on a number of factors. Those are associated with this electrode discharge machining, like how much voltage you are applying, how much current it is passing through this, what will be the material of the electrode, and which kind of polarity you are using. The change in shape of the tool or electrode, it will be due to the wear, which will cause defects in workpiece shape. If the shape of the electrode, it will be changing due to the wearing out of the electrode, the shape of the workpiece, it also affects because of a weared out electrode you are using for the machining purpose. Electrode will have even more pronounced effect when it comes in, when it will be used in micro machining applications. Here, during the micro machining applications, you have to remove very small amount of material, right? And if you are using weared out electrode, then it will affect the overall surface finish of micro finished component. Whatever the wear ratio you are considering, it will mainly depend on the type of the electrode. The low melting point of aluminum, it is associated with the highest wear ratio because aluminum is having very less lower melting point, so more wear ratio is observed in case of the aluminum. Read this slide. Here, this diagram it will show the relationship between corner wear ratio with respect to the different material we are using for the electrode or tool. As aluminum is having a less melting point, its a wear ratio, corner wear ratio, it is near about 700% or 710%, right? Likewise, zinc, brass, copper, steel, graphite, copper tungsten, and silver tungsten. So, whatever the silver tungsten, it will give the lowest corner wear ratio, whereas aluminum it will give the highest corner ratio. This graph it will represent the amount of corner wear ratio with respect to the material. Draw this diagram also. Okay, is it over? Whatever the electrode wear, it will be calculated by using this formula. The graphite, which is having a low tendency to wear, and it has the possibility of being molded or machined into any kind of the complicated shape. Means it is having a good quality of a machinability property, and it will having a less wear and tear property. So whatever the wear rate of the electrode tool material, it will be denoted by WT, and wear ratio it is denoted by RW, and it will be calculated by given formula by this formula. WT is equal to 11 into 10 raised to 3 into I into T of T raised to minus 2.38, where WT it will be a wear rate of the tool in mm cube per minute. I, it will be the current, it will be used in a EDM machine, its unit is the ampere. T of T, that is nothing but the melting temperature of the tool electrode in degree centigrade, and this T of R, that is nothing but the ratio of workpiece to tool electrode melting point. It is a ratio of melting point of which workpiece to the electrode, and RW, it is the wear ratio RW. Write down this formula and its nomenclature. Okay, next. The next element, those are used in a EDM setup, that is a servo system. And that servo system is required to maintain a sufficient gap between the tool and the workpiece. It will maintain predetermined gap between tool and the workpiece. There will be one voltage sensor, gap voltage sensor in power supply, that will send signal to the servo system in order to achieve the movement of the tool. As soon as it sends that the gap between the electrode has been bridged by some electrically conductive material, a signal will be sent to the servo system to reverse its direction. Means whatever the gap between the tool and the workpiece, it will be filled with the conductive material that was not flushed from that area at that time. That gap has been bridged, and because of that, some signal is sent to the servo system. It will move the tool in reverse direction. The servo system, it will keep the tool reciprocating toward the workpiece until whatever the dielectric fluid we are using, that will flushing out the gap and clear it of electrically conductive material. Whatever the servo system we are using during this electric discharge machining, that will utilize to feed the tool or against the workpiece by maintaining a sufficient gap, and it will help to keep the tool reciprocating toward the workpiece until up to which time the dielectric field, it will flushing out whatever the material removed from the conductive material of the workpiece till it will be reciprocating toward the workpiece. That will be a servo system we are using. What are the requirement of such servo system? The requirement of this servo system, it will related with the sensitivity of the small movement, because whatever the tool movement, it will be in microns, right? And servo system, it will be operating by taking the signal of a gap between tool and the workpiece with the help of a voltage that was applied against that gap. Enough power to overcome weight of the ramp, electrode, and flushing forces. That servo system, it will require the power, more power, in order to carry the ram which will hold the tool or electrode. Also, whatever the flushing mechanism we are using, right, in order to supply the dielectric fluid at the gap between tool and workpiece, it also requires power. One more point related to this, that is the electrode refeeding here. For accurate machining, the reduced length must be compensated. Otherwise, the length of each successive hole which is to be drilled will be shorter than the desired one. Means whatever the electrode that will act as a tool and that was used for the drilling operation, if the tool is getting wear out at that time, by using such tool, when you are continuing the process of a drilling operation, there will be possibility of a reduction in a length of the hole. It will be happen. In electrode refeeding, the tool after drilling a hole is brought back every time to the reference point where from the depth of drilling is to be measured. So there we have to maintain one reference point, and from that point you have to refer the how much depth of the drill it will be drilled in a work surface. With reference to that point, you have to measure the depth or length of the drilling, right? Otherwise, if you are not keeping the reference point, in certain cases, some drills are having a shorten in a length across their depth. So this electro refeeding, it is also not feasible So it will be about the servo system, right? Certain points, those are used in a servo system. Mainly servo system, it will be utilized for maintaining predetermined gap between tool and the workpiece in order to generate the spark, and that spark it will produce the heat, and the temperature of that heat due to the spark it will be near about 10,000 degrees centigrade, which will be responsible for melting and vaporizing of the workpiece, which is electrically conductive. Read this point or make a note of this point regarding the servo system. Now everyone write their roll number in chat box. It's 359 up to 41. Write your seat number in chat box, roll number in chat box. What is this? 10. Is it over? Everyone written your roll number in chat box. Shubham, Chaitanya, Amol, Shweta, Sunil, Akash, Vaibhav. Okay. Vijay is last. Is anybody remaining? Yes, Wasim. What is the problem? Hello? Okay. Now we come to the end part of this electric discharge machining regarding the EDM process parameter, process characteristics, and advantages, disadvantages, and applications. This is the third part we will discuss now. As far as EDM process parameter or parametric analysis is to be concerned, there are certain input parameters, those are having an effect on output parameters. Which are input parameters? As we discussed, dielectric fluid, where you have to consider oxidation stability, dielectric strength, viscosity, and flash point. If you are considering dielectric fluid as a input parameter. If you are considering tool material, you have to select any one parameter out of this. If you are considering the tool material, you must think about its machinability, its melting point, its hardness, its wear rate, its thermal conductivity, as well as electrical conductivity. Then third parameter, input parameter, it will be related with the machining element like a voltage, current, spark gap, duty cycle, frequency that you have to consider. And effect of all these input parameters, it will be seen in terms of output parameter, that is the machining rate, that is the material remove rate, MRR, dimensional accuracy, or surface integrity, that is the surface finish. So this is a cause and effect diagram, or you may call it as a fishbone diagram, right? These are the parameters, those are having a impact on a EDM process in terms of certain output, like a material remove rate. You draw this fishbone diagram or cause and effect diagram, which will be useful in an electric discharge machine. Draw this diagram. Okay, next. Now we'll discuss about the process characteristics of the electric discharge machining process. As we know that in case of electric discharge machining, we are using the workpiece, which is the electrically conductive one. Along with this electrical conductivity, we may consider its hardness also, and other mechanical as well as physical properties you must have to consider. This EDM, electric discharge machine, can perform different kinds of operations, as we discussed, like a drilling, slotting. Multiple hole drilling can be easily performed by using the electric discharge machining operation. These operations, it will be give high degree of repeatability with high accuracy, good tolerance. The taper part can be easily produced. We can get the higher level of surface finish depending upon the different values of machining parameters you have selected. The aspect ratio, it will be ranging as a 100:1 drilling drilling the holes, which is having a very small diameter, and the material remove rate that was achieved, it will be a very uh, quite lower one, because it will be applicable for a smooth finishing operation, and that will be ranging from 0.1 to 10 mm cube per minute. That will be the characteristic of this process. In short, we may read this. It will be used to machine any work material if it is a electrical conductive one, irrespective of its hardness, irrespective of its another mechanical properties. The material remove rate in case of electric discharge machining, it mainly depends on a thermal properties of the job rather than its strength and hardness. The amount of material is to be removed per park discharge. It is typically in a range of 1 upon 10 lakh to the 10,000 mm3. The geometry of the tool, it will be provide a positive impression of the hole and geometric features. Whatever the tool wear, it will be again depend on the thermal properties of the tool material. Whatever the localized heating is to be carried out, it will be not enough for a diffusion purpose. Thus, the because of the heating by the spark, the area, that specific area, it is called as heat affected zone, HAZ, is limited up to a 2 to 4 microns only. Rapid heating and cooling, that will be called as heat treatment. Heating and cooling, you might have studied in metallurgy, right? Heating and rapid cooling, that is quenching. It will lead to surface hardening. The tolerance, it will be obtained within a range of plus or minus 0.05 mm, and we can easily or economically achieve the best surface finish on steel up to 0.40 microns. This is the characteristics of this electric discharge machining process. Note down certain characteristics. Or now material removal rate. It is the effect on material removal rate with the different process parameters you have to study. In case of electric discharge machining, material is to be removed from the workpiece as well as from the electrode or tool. Means in both the workpiece and the tool, material is to be removed, and it will be depend on the material of the tool, material of the workpiece, and another certain machining variables like pulse condition, polarity, machining medium, that is a dielectric fluid medium, and that will be related with the melting point of the material. In case of a material removal rate, the material of a low melting point, that will give the higher rate of the material removal. Hence, the rubber surface is to be used. The typical material removal rate, it will be ranging from 0.1 to 400 mm3 per minute. That material removal rate can be termed as a volumetric removal rate, and it will be expressed in a unit, that is a mm3 per minute, and it will be calculated by formula 4 into 10 raised to 4 bracket complete into I into TW. As we know that I, that is a current, EDM current, its unit is the ampere, and TW is the melting point of the workpiece, or melting temperature of the workpiece in a degree centigrade. This will be the formula by which we can calculate the material remove rate in case of a EDM. If you know the how much current is passing through this EDM machine, and if you are known about the melting point of the workpiece, then you are easily calculate the material remove rate for that particular process by using the electric discharge machining. Write down this formula. Is it over? Now you observe this diagram. As material remove rate, it will be having impact of a current and surface roughness, right? Here, this is the first part. At that time, we are keeping the surface roughness constant, and we are increasing the current, where you can get how much area of the crater it will be increased, right? This will be the tool, this will be the workpiece. We are keeping surface roughness as a constant, timing for the current it will be constant. This will be the time in microsecond, and we are increasing the amount of current, 5 ampere, 10 ampere, and 15 ampere. For 5 ampere, the shape of this curvature it is small. This will be larger than this, and this will be again larger from these two. That is, as we go on increasing the current by keeping the current time constant, the amount of material removed it will be increases. Draw this diagram also. Okay, next another diagram where we are keeping the current as a constant, and you are varying the time of the current from 100 microsecond to 300 microsecond, and we are keeping the current as a constant. At that time also, you are getting the more material remove rate for the increase in the current, right? Pulse time, right? Effect of the pulse time. Now these are the some graphs I have taken from the research paper. That is the effect of the resistance on material remove rate of in case of the uh, electric discharge machining. This will be a critical resistance where we are getting the higher rate of metal removal, that is the MRR. As we goes on increasing the resistance, metal remove rate it will be goes on decreasing. Similarly, for the capacitance, at the lower value of capacitance, material removal rate it will be lower one. It will be linearly proportional, right? As capacitance value of capacitance it will be increases, material removal rate it will also increases. If you are dealing with the mean current, also there will be a relationship between a linear relationship between mean current and the material removal. If you are correlating spark gap up to a certain value, this is the optimum value. As we are increasing the spark gap, the material removal rate it will be linearly increasing up to this optimum value. Behind that value, if you are increasing the spark gap, the arcing instead of a spark, arcing it will be happen, and because of that arc, the material removal rate it will be goes on decreasing. You may draw these diagrams; it will be helpful while explaining the effect of various process parameter on material removal rate in case of a electric discharge machining. Okay, these are the certain advantages of EDM. Complex shape can be easily cut. You can easily machine the hard material with very close tolerances. You can machine the very small workpiece which are having a fragile shape without damaging the workpiece, as there will be no contact between tool and the workpiece. So delicate sections and weak material can be easily machined without any kind of a distortion of the material. And with this EDM operation, the machine surface it will give the good surface finish. It will be obtained by this EDM. Write down some points regarding the advantages. Then disadvantages of this EDM machine. It will remove less amount of the material. So the material removal rate it will be a slower one. More time and cost it will be required for the electrodes. Also specific power consumption. In case of a electric discharge machining, it will be a more one. Excessive wear of the tool it will be occur during the machining, and power consumption is high in case of a electric discharge. These are some of the limitations or disadvantages of electric discharge machine. Read this disadvantages. Okay. The last point, it is related with application. The electric discharge machining can be used to machine any type of the material which must have some amount, we may say minimum electrical conductivity, some amount of conductivity, electrical conductivity. It will be used for making throughout cavities certain minimum diameter holes, orifices, and by using the electric discharge machining, we can prepare certain injection molding that will be used in a plastic injection molding machine. Certain components can be easily manufactured by using the EDM. It also used for making dies for extruding of wire or wire drawing purpose, which require a thorough hole. In case of making complicated shaped dies, the machining time has come down to the 50% or even less. The EDM machine dies are burr free. It will be a free form burrs or any debris, and that will give the higher life as compared to the dies those are made by using a another conventional machining method. EDM can also be used to produce certain kinds of the complicated or fragile shapes. It will be used for removal of the broken tapes, drills, studs, reamers, and pin, etc. These are the some of the applications where we can use the EDM. The main basic application, that is it can be easily machine any kind of the material which is a electrically conductive one, irrespective of its hardness. Or small shape holes and complicated shapes, fragile shapes can be easily machined by using the electric discharge machining. So it all about the electric discharge machining. If anybody have any query regarding this electric discharge machining, please ask me. Anyone have a query? So in this way, in today's lecture, we have covered this electric discharge machining where we study introduction, circuit, some relaxation circuit, sparking mechanism, working principle of this electric discharge machining, then different elements, major four elements of electric discharge machining. That is the power supply, dielectric system, servo system, electrode, and workpiece. If dielectric system is considered, what point you have to consider? What are the different methods of dielectric flushing, which will be the better one? When you are thinking about the electrode, which will be act as a tool, these are the certain points you must be keep into mind while selecting the electrode. Certain material we have studied related to this electrode. One concept is related that is a tool wear. That is a major concept that will hamper the performance of this electric discharge machining. It also reduces the material remove rate and also affect the surface finish if the wear out electrode you are using for the machining purpose. This diagram it will focus on a corner wear ratio for the different type of the material which are used for the electrode. This is the formula by which we can calculate the electrode wear. The servo system it will be mainly required for maintaining predetermined gap between tool and the workpiece. The third part that we have discussed now, that is some process parameters. Those are affecting the performance of the electric discharge machine. There are some major characteristics of this machining process. We have studied how much tolerance is there, heat affected zone, its limit, then surface finish for the steel up to a range, right? Then material remove rate, how it will be calculated, how it will varying with the current and amount of current, that is the energy pulse current and pulse time. Different parameters, those are affecting the performance of the material remove rate. Then we discuss advantages, disadvantages and application. With this, one type of the machine in electric based system, that is the electric discharge machining, that part is over. In next lecture we will discuss on a wire cut EDM, right? Instead of a rod which will be act as an electrode or tool, rod is replaced by a certain metallic wire in order to carry out certain cutting operation or machining operation by using the electric discharge. Electric discharge. So with this, I think this will be sufficient for this today's lecture. If anybody have query, please ask. Otherwise, we will stop over here